think just wait a little bit.
Okay, so I'll just, to those of you who've joined, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what I'm going to run through. So I will run through registration from tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, and then I'll run through the Sunday, how your day will pan out. And then we will go through some of the things just to be careful of. And then I will go through the relay. So I've been asked here by my assistant to just hold off for a few minutes just to let a few more people log on, because apparently there's some people have been struggling to get on.
Yeah, there's more people joining now.
Yeah, it seems like they are able to connect now.
Let me send it on that group as well.
If you haven't joined the WhatsApp group, you can do so now. The link to joining the broadcast group is down in the description. Maybe give me a glass of water.
Mm-hmm.
Just put my phone on silent quick. Great. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Okay, can I start?
You may proceed if you want to, because I guess they can just watch it.
How many?
They're recording.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to start now. I've given it 5 minutes. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for joining, and thank you for signing up to Harbour to Harbour Swim 2023. So I think let me start off by thanking our sponsors. So it's the Orca Harbour to Harbour Swim, powered by KFC. So obviously thanks to Orca, thanks to KFC, thanks to USN, Crystal Beach Hotel, who've been amazing, our hosts, USN, Sportsman's Warehouse, Magson Marine, and the water safety being done by Derek from Big Bay Events. So let me run you through the day of what's going to happen. So tomorrow we start our registration is at 12 o'clock at our offices in Somerset West. So you can come and collect your goodie bag there. Then we will be setting up for the event on Saturday, and then we'll have registration at Crystal Beach Hotel from 4 till 6 on Saturday afternoon, leaving you enough time to come and register, get home, and get prepared for the Rugby World Cup final, which hopefully will not be as nail-biting as the last 2 games that South Africa has played. And then Sunday, it's from 7 till 8:30, once again at Crystal Beach Hotel. And the thing here is we've got a lot of swimmers that have to register on Sunday morning. So the process is quite smooth, but don't leave it till last minute, especially if you're doing a 1.6k swim, because you need to then get yourself from Crystal Beach Hotel over to Gordons Bay Harbour, as it's a point-to-point swim. But I'll talk through each race as I go. So there are links everything is on our website under events. There are links to the various locations, to our offers, to Crystal Beach. So come, let's do registration, make it nice and smooth. Don't leave it till last minute. So you can register for friends or family members. So we will just confirm their details with you, and you can take their goodie bag for them. At registration on the morning, you will receive your bag with your race number, and you will then go to the table to be body marked. You will be body marked on your left hand with a Koki with your race number. That's important for you to get your time and also to get your bag back from being transferred back from Gordons Bay, or if you've left it for the start of the 3K swim at the angling club where the bag drop-off will be. If you register tomorrow or Saturday, you need to come back to registration just to be body marked. If you are planning on going straight to Gordons Bay, you will have to hand your bag in. We will be able to body mark you at Gordons Bay, so you don't need to come to Crystal Beach Hotel if you're starting the 1.6 and you live in Gordons Bay, or you're going straight there. So don't worry about that. We will be offering late entries this year as we've changed our entry system. So we will offer late entries until 8 o'clock or until our late entries have filled up, because we only have so many goodie bags and so many medals. So we don't want someone to come across the line and not get a medal. So if you want to enter, we will be closing the online entries tomorrow morning, and then it will be via a manual system from there. So with regards to timing, we will be taking down your number, inputting that into a sheet, and your timing will then be live on the website. There is a link on our website to see where your timing, to get to your timing. So when you come out the water, please just show us your hand. There will be people there reading out your number for the person to capture, and then you can proceed up the slipway to go and receive your medal and collect your goodie bag. Not your goodie bag, your bag that you dropped off for us to keep for you while you were swimming. It's obviously, if you don't want to time, you obviously don't have to have your number on your hand, but just bear in mind, if you drop your bag off, you have to have that number on your hand to verify which bag is yours. As I said, Big Bay Events is doing the water safety. They've done it for us for the last 2 years, and they know the course and they know everything well. So they'll be there for your safety, but please, they are not your lead out. So don't follow a SUP that's maybe going to lead you somewhere, because they might be going to a position that they're going to man on the course, and you would follow them slightly off course. So just know the course and follow the course, which I will go through just now. And just one other thing, if you are looking around and you don't see any of the water safety crew, don't be alarmed, because the fact that you can't see them doesn't mean that they can't see you, because often they are right behind you. So we have more than enough water safety crew, and they're very well experienced. So the parking area, it's the same as the last few years. You first fill up this green area over here, then the overspill is in the red area, and then if there's really a need, we will then move to the yellow area. There will probably also be additional parking out here on the lawn, on the grass on the side of the road, and then probably underneath the hotel. So let's get to the swims for the various swimmers. So the 1.6 swimmer, you can use the goodie bag that we will provide you. It's big enough to keep a small amount of clothing and some car keys or whatever you want to keep in there, and you will hand that in at the Gordons Bay Harbour. They will have our silver bus will be there, and you'll hand it to Welcome, who will then bring the vehicle around back to the Boat Angling Club, which is at the slipway where you will exit, for you to receive your bag. So once you've registered, you need to make your way to Gordons Bay, and for those people who are struggling to get there, Calfords have kindly provided a bus to shuttle people across to Gordons Bay, but space is limited, and it's not a guarantee that you will have space on the bus. So if you need to get a lift, you need to come to registration early and move over to Gordons Bay early. So there are toilets at the yacht club at Gordons Bay, so you're free to make use of those. The yacht club will be open. What else is there? So the swim, we will give you a race briefing at the slipway in Gordons Bay Harbour at about 9:15. And on the race briefing, we will just once again highlight what I'm going to go through for you here, just so that you know the course. So you're allowed to go into the water and swim in front of the slipway area if you'd like to warm up or do some stretching in the water. But when we call you to give you the race briefing, please exit the water, but stay on the water's side of the slipway so that the person giving the race briefing can be talking down towards you so that everybody can hear what he's saying. Once he's ready and is ready for you to start, he will set you into the water in the slipway, and you will swim around, which will be to your right hand side, to in front of the NSRI building, and then he will start you from a water start in front of that building. So he will obviously wait for everybody to go around, but don't hang around in the water too much and get too cold. But I think you know yourself. So so basically what you will do is you will swim out the harbour mouth, and you can see here it's drawn with a bit of a 90-degree turn. It's not actually a 90-degree turn there, but it was just for illustration purposes. So you will swim out along here, out the harbour mouth. It's a little bit silted up here now, and we are swimming at the start of the incoming tide, so it will be slightly shallow in this silted up area. So you might need to stand and walk across here and then jump back in the water, and you will kind of make your way slightly to the left over here to a buoy. Then you will pass with your right shoulder, and you will swim in a direction towards Strand Beach. So if you look from Gordons Bay towards Strand, you will see these tall buildings, blocks of flats, woonstelle in Afrikaans, because they didn't know what flats was the other year when I was giving the race briefing. You head in that direction, and then you will get to another buoy where you will then turn right. At that buoy, when you turn right, you will aim. There is a port and starboard marker for the boats to enter the harbour at Harbour Island. You will aim for those and swim between those two port and starboard markers, so red and green markers. They're about here somewhere. You will just aim dead straight. It is a little bit difficult to see the harbour entrance from far away because this wall is black and this wall at the back here is black and this is black. So we will have some people standing on the end of the harbour wall here waving some coloured flags to give you some movement. You just aim dead straight and then you will enter the harbour. If there is a little bit of a surge, don't worry, because the harbour is designed like that the surge will come in and then it will dissipate as you get into the harbour, as it breaks up off the harbour walls. So don't worry, you won't be pushed into the harbour walls. Then there will be a buoy in the entrance of the harbour where you will turn right, and then you will kind of make a slight dogleg to your right and aim straight for the finish line, which is at the slipway, where you will have your time recorded and your medal received. And then here at the angling club you will receive your so up there at the silver bus you will receive your swim bag that you've handed in.
So we do plan B now.
No, I'll do it afterwards. So if you use this link, you will be able to see a little video flyby from Google Earth that'll show you as you swim what the route will be from Gordons Bay Harbour. It is from a year or so ago, so please excuse if you see one of a different sponsor on the bottom of the video, but it's more to show you the swim routes. In your goodie bag you will receive a Harbour to Harbour KFC red swim cap. It's compulsory to wear this swim cap. Okay, so the 3 kilometer swim, it's you'll follow a similar pattern, except you don't need to get to Gordons Bay. So you will go from the registration at the hotel down to the swim start, and at the boat angling club you can drop off your bag, and then you're also free to swim around. But at 8:45 we need to do race briefing, and the swim will start at 9. So I forgot to mention, the swim for the 1.6 will probably not start at 9. We will make that decision on the day based on the conditions, but we need to allow some time for the 3 kilometer swimmers to make their way to Gordons Bay, so that we can kind of merge the fields together, so that we are not spread out too far for the water safety and for your safety. So just please be aware, you'll probably start at about 9:10 at the 1.6. So the swim course for the 3K, you will be given the race briefing on the slipway. Any last minute changes will be discussed. You will then enter the water here, and then from a water start you will swim out around the marker buoy, which will then be on your right shoulder, to this buoy, make a left turn, and then swim out of the harbour. And then there will be another smaller buoy here where you will make another left turn, and you will swim in the direction of Gordons Bay Harbour. You will make a right turn on this last buoy and swim to this buoy, which is the first buoy the 1.6 people would have swum out to. And then you will swim back in the same direction to that same buoy, make a right turn where the 1.6 made, and then aim for the gate, the port and starboard, the red and green gate that the boats use to enter the harbour. Go in, swim around that buoy again, make your slight dog leg through here, and then get to the finish line once again, where your time will be taken, your medal will be received, and then you can go and collect your race bag or your clothing bag that you've handed in at the boat angling club. Once again, swim cap is compulsory, and yeah, it's a simple enough triangle that you will swim. So the idea of the blending is we would let the 1.6 swimmers go when you guys are around about here maybe, so they will be swimming and spread out here by the time the 3 kilometer faster swimmers come around, so that we don't have some swimmers over here and some swimmers over here, and then we have the water safety all spread out. So it's kind of simple enough to follow the two courses. So just so you know that the boat angling club will be braaiing boerewors roll, so they'll start braaiing at around 9. So when you come out of your swim, you'll be able to get a nice warm boerie roll there for $30 from the boat angling club. And then a little bit later in the morning, the Crystal Beach Hotel will have their outside kitchen making burgers, and they might have a burger and beer special, I'm not sure. We'll see on the day. Then we will move back to Crystal Beach Hotel to do the 4x400 relay around the island, and you can register at any time up until 11 o'clock for this. So if you decide on the day that you'd like to enter a team, you're more than welcome to enter a team, but as long as you do it before 11. And then we will have race briefing on the deck in front of the hotel at 11:30, and then the swim will start at 11:45. I will also give a race briefing there, but basically you will get 4 colored tags, a yellow, a blue, an orange, and a green, and that depicts your swimmer's number. the first swimmers will go down and you will climb into the water. So there's no jumping off the jetty into the water. As the harbour, when it was built, there were some metal poles that were there, and there was never designed to be a swimming waterway. So please just climb down the ladder and step into the water. Once the first swimmer is set off, we will let the number 2 swimmers down onto the jetty. When the first swimmer finishes and the second swimmer has climbed in the water and touched and they've moved on, the first swimmer will go off, and then the third swimmer can come down, and that system will repeat. So there's only ever allowed to be one person from a team on the jetty at any one time, and that's for obvious reasons. A jetty can only float so many people at once, so it becomes a safety issue. But I will go through everything again on the day. So this is in front of the Crystal Beach Hotel. So your first swimmer will be in the water. You'll swim in a clockwise direction around the island. Here the second swimmer will be in the water. They will change over, they will set off, the first swimmer will climb out, and so you'll repeat. Once again, the swim cap is compulsory. So now you would have seen the mail we sent out on Tuesday, letting you know that it looks like there might be strong winds, so we have to have a plan B in case. Our priority and our goal is to swim the main route, plan B. And but in case of such strong winds that we cannot put water safety on the water and it's not safe for you guys to swim out in the ocean, we have a plan B. And plan B is like this. So is like this. So the 1.6 kilometer swimmers, you will then not make your way to Gordons Bay, because you will be swimming in Harbour Island. So you will then be able to drop your bag at the same place where the 3K drop their bag at the ski boat club. So then you will enter in, and with this we will then start the 3 kilometer first, but I'll just do the courses separately. So the 1.6 kilometer swim, you will swim to a buoy, make a right shoulder turn, and swim to a second buoy. They will not be red. We've just depicted them as red just because they are separate. You will then make a right turn and you will swim around the 2 islands in an anti-clockwise direction, and you will repeat this section of the course twice before you will get back to this buoy, where you will then make your way with this buoy on your left shoulder to the first buoy and back to the finish. So you only swim the green section twice, and you swim the yellow section out and back once. Okay, it's very simple. For the 3 kilometer, you'll follow the same section of yellow, turn right. You will swim the red section 4 times and then come back in on the yellow section. So once again, the red section 4 times, the yellow section out and back once, and then finish back here. We will probably start the 3K at 9 and the 1.6 at 9:05, because that way we will then have everybody heading in the same direction, but we will allow enough time for the faster 3K swimmers to get by, and then there will be enough space for the 1.6 swimmers, and then you will blend in and swim together. So just a few things to be careful of, because we will now be swimming on the low tide in the waterways. Under this section here, there is a bridge that you're going to swim under. This is the lowest bridge on the swim. There is a narrowing at this bridge, so do not try to swim very close to the edge, because it will be low tide. So you need to kind of position yourselves to swim through here in the middle. And then that's the plan B. Fairly simple. We will put buoys out to mark the course, and you just follow. It's very simple. So you turn right, and then it's left, 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 and then back, left, all the way back. Okay, then we will go obviously then after that and do the relay. And the relay you will swim, this is the same island as this one. You will just swim it around that island for the relay, should I say. Then straight after that we will do prize giving, and so we've got a bit of a change this year in that we have position places for the first 3 in each category of 1.6 wetsuit, non-wetsuit, male, female, and a 3 kilometer wetsuit, non-wetsuit, male, female. So we have prizes for, that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 people. So it's important, if you are not at the prize giving, nobody can take your prize for you. We will take that back, and then you can make arrangements to collect it from our office. Reason for that is we cannot be 100% sure that whoever collects your prize will get it to you. So just bear that in mind. And then after that we will have lucky draws. There's some really nice prizes for lucky draw. Some items sponsored by Getaway for a weekend at Crystal Beach Hotel, some nice Orca bags and goggles, some nice prizes from Sportsman's Warehouse and from KFC. So yeah, lots of nice things to have. And then there should be a wrap at around 12:30, 1:45. So it should be a good fun morning. I just need to reiterate, it is our goal to swim the main course, as I alluded to earlier, from Gordons Bay and from the harbour back towards Gordons Bay and back. But please, if the decision is made, which will be in consultation with water safety, disaster management and the South African police, and if the decision is made that it's not safe to put the swimmers in the water out in the bay, please just bear with us. Nature is not always kind to outdoor events, so we will make every effort to swim the main route, but in case we need to, at least we have a safe alternative, plan B. So on the day, irrespective, you will have a swim. So yeah, come, let's have fun. We should have everything sorted, as I said, by lunchtime. So if there's any questions, feel free to send them now, and then I will answer them for you. As I said, down in the description there is a link to the WhatsApp group. It's a broadcast group. I would suggest you join that group so that we can highlight, maybe on Sunday morning, if we see that the conditions are bad, we will put out a broadcast there to let you know if we've had to move to plan B or any other issue or message that we need to get to you. As I alluded to earlier, it is Rugby World Cup finals, so it could be a late night for everybody, but 9 o'clock is not an early start, so it's fortuitous. Sorry, I just have to read a quick question here. The question is, when will we make a decision whether we do the actual swim or plan B? That will be made as soon as all the role players are on site, but we will try to make that call as early as possible. Yeah. I'm not sure if there are any other questions. Yeah, there is, for anybody who maybe hasn't been able to watch this video. straight after this we will just do a little bit of tidying up, and then we will upload it to YouTube. So if you know of anybody who wasn't able to see it, remind them that they will be able to watch this en route. I forgot to mention at registration we will have a small store, pop-up store. Good news is all our goggles arrived yesterday, so there'll be some nice new goggles that you can have a look at.
He said thanks.
Okay, I think I've covered everything. If we haven't covered anything and you would like to ask a question, please just message us, and we will let you know.
Is there a cutoff for the 1.6?
So the question is there a cutoff for the 1.6? There is, but it will probably be around about 11, which would give you 2 hours, or maybe a little bit before 11. So there's no official cutoff, but water safety will be monitoring if you are not able to keep up. But I'm pretty sure if you swim 2 minutes 100, what will that take you? Less than 40 minutes. So if you swim 3 minutes, you'll be in an hour. So there's plenty of time.
Are we allowed to swim with it? Yeah.
So the question is if you're allowed to swim with a safety buoy or a tow float. If you're going to do the swim out in the ocean, I would advise that you do. If we're going to swim plan B in the canals, I would possibly consider it not. The reason being is you will be swimming a lot closer to other swimmers, so it could possibly be getting in the way if everyone is swimming with a safety buoy. However, if you feel you want to swim with the safety buoy, even on plan B in the canals, you are free to do so. In actual fact, one should always swim out in open water with a safety buoy. It's a good visibility aid, you know. And contrary to a lot of belief, it does not actually create that much drag. So I will stay online for another 5 minutes in case there are any more questions. If not, I will then sign off. But the risk of repeating myself, if you decide that you want to ask anything, all the information is on the website. But if you still feel you need to ask, please do reach out. We will try to answer you as fast as possible.
I'm just gonna have a blank screen quick. Just while we wait. The mic is still on. I think we just ended.
Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any more questions. There's probably the fastest 5 minutes that you've ever experienced. But so yeah, I'll say good night. Thanks for joining if you were online, and I'll see you on Sunday or Saturday or tomorrow, whichever day you're going to register. But yeah, see you Sunday, and safe swimming. Thanks.